That's good. Maybe. Go. Get everything ready. All right, so this is week. Okay, so this is week 8, Thursday for Math 6. It's a final review. So let's go ahead and go over the review on solving equations. So first question here, remember your goal here is to get x by itself. In this case, x is not by itself. You have is that a 6? Yeah. Subtract 6 on both sides, you get 2x equals 2. Divided by 2, you should have x equals positive 1. Why is there a negative? Is that a negative? Is it a negative? Okay, well, I can't tell. So here, next one, you're going to distribute the -4. -4x plus 8 equals 16. You're going to subtract the 8 on both sides. You get 8. 8 divided by -4 is a -2. Good job. Okay, next one. Is this an x plus 2 on top? What is that right there? What's the numerator right here? X plus what?
That says x plus 7 divided by 3. I don't know why it's
divided by 3 equals 12. Okay. So with this one, you got to get rid of, hold on a second, you got to get rid of the 3 first. So what's opposite of divide 3? Times by 3. X plus 7 equals 36. Minus a 7 on both sides. X equals 29. Do you see that? Okay, next one. Here we go. Multiply 2 on both sides. 5x, is it a 1? Is it a 1? Is it 5x minus 1? What is that?
That is 5x minus 3 divided by 2.
Minus 3 divided by 2. Okay, so times it by 2 on both sides. Add the 3 on both sides. 5x equals 25. Divided by x, 5 on both sides. X equals 5. Do you see that? Okay. Number 25. Add, okay, so this one, what do you notice the difference about this question versus every other question that we just went over?
Oh, this one's a lot more complicated and there's 2 variables.
2 variables is what I'm looking for. You always move the smaller variable. And the reason we do that is so that way you don't end up with a negative x. Does that make sense? So let's get rid of the number first. Oh, actually, let's get rid of the variable first. Which one's smaller, -3x or x? Nope, -3x, right? Add 3x on both sides, but they have to align. Remember, combine like terms. This part cancels. Bring down the -7. X plus 3x is 4x plus 9. Now what do you move? Which number do you move?
-7.
No, because remember where the x is located. Yep, you always move the one with the x. -9 cancels. You're going to bring down the 4x equals -7 minus 9 is a -16 divided by 4x equals -4. That is your answer. Number 6, distribute the 4. You get 8x. 4 times 6 is 24 equals 16x plus 8. Which x is smaller?
Hold on, wait, I'm not set up yet.
That's okay. You set it up and then let me know when you're ready, okay?
Okay.
Take your time. So which one is smaller? What is that?
8x.
8x. Okay, so minus 8x on both sides. So then when that happens, that part cancels. You bring down 24 equals 8x plus 8. Which number do you move?
I move 8.
Subtract 8 on both sides. That part cancels. So you bring down 8x equals 24 minus 8 is going to give you 6, right? Is it 6? I think it's 6.
What?
But is it 6? It's 6.
Oh, wait, yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's 16.
Oh, you're right, it is 16, sorry. Okay, divided by 8 on both sides, x equals 2. Is that what you have?
Yeah.
Awesome, let's move on. Number 7, you ready? Distribute. 2x minus 8 equals 22, right?
Yeah.
That's a weird one because that's a pretty easy one. I don't know why that's there. What do you move then? Which number do you move? Yep, 2x equals 30. You see how like I just did that in my head? You don't have to add it every single time if you can do it. And then you divide, so what's your answer? Good, awesome. Okay, but I want you to put that on a towel before you crack it open, okay? Do you want another coconut to drink? You can if you want. Careful, Quentin. Oh, good, me too. All right, are you ready for number 8? Okay, well, that's an easy one. What do you do with a -5?
That is divided by 5.
Yes, divided by 5 like that?
Yes.
No, if it's a -5, you have to divide it by a negative. Remember that? So then the -5 and the -5 cancels, x equals -7. Let's say, for example, if you do not divide it by a -5, you have a -5, so you have a, no, look. If you have a -5, x equals 35, right? If you divide it by a +5, the 5 and this 5 will cancel, but then you're ending up with a -x equals 35 divided by 5 is 7, right? You can't have a -x. Do you see that? That negative doesn't just disappear. So you could change it to a +x, which is opposite, right? What's opposite of a 7? -7. So you see, you still get the same answer, but I'm saying like you can't just get rid of the negative if you don't divide by it. Okay. All right. Number 9. So for number 9, you have x over 4 plus 3 equals 7, right? What number do you get rid of first? Yep. So let's subtract it on both sides. You get x over 4 equals 4. Now, what number do you do next? Did it open? Quentin, did it open? All right, Quentin, we're done with this. Here we go. This is yours, Quentin. Quentin, this is yours. Put this back in your backpack, please. Make sure you, yeah, yeah. All right, so then how do you get rid of the the +4 here? If you're not sure, look what's happening. What's the relationship between the x and the 4? Is it multiply? Is it added? Is it divided? So what's opposite of that? Yeah, so then what do you do with the 4? Yeah, you do. So then what's your answer?
My answer is 16.
Good job. Okay, good job. All right, number 10, let's go.
I'll try to move faster, but we need to do this on. Can I finish the next page?
You can, but isn't that due tomorrow?
No, it's still.
Oh, okay.
We don't have.
Cool, cool. All right. Did she ever give you the math correction that she said you got one question wrong?
Yeah, I have it.
Okay. -2x over 5 equals 10. What do you get rid of first? You can, or remember there's a little trick, which is like the reciprocal. You just simply multiply it 5 over 2 with a negative. Do you see that? You just like flip it, but you got to do the -2. So over here, -5 over 2, right? So then what ends up happening is, do you see the top and the bottom cancels? The bottom and the top cancels. the negative and the negative cancels, so you just have x left. Do you see that? That 10, you put a 1 underneath it, okay? Is there anything here that you can cancel top and bottom? Any even numbers? And? Yeah, whenever you have an even number, you know, that can always be divided by 2, right? 5 times -5 is -25 over 2. But you can't have this because it's an improper fraction. So 25 divided by 2, 2 times 12 is 24, which gives you a 1, -1, or -12, and 1/2. This is your answer right here. Does that make sense? Okay. Copy that part down. Yeah, we could definitely do the second part later. I want you to be done with your science thing, so we want to power through that, okay? And yeah. Quentin, I really need you to go take off your taekwondo clothing, please. Can you please do that? Sure. You like the lychee? It's pretty good, huh? Oh yeah, can I have one? Can you give me one? Number 11. They were actually pretty cheap over at Sam's Club. They're like $3.28 a pound, so that was really cheap. All right, this one's kind of an interesting one. First thing I want you to notice is that negative right there. Thank you, Maddie. Is gonna really mess you up. Do you see that? I don't like that negative, so I'm gonna get rid of it. So if I want to get rid of that negative on the left side, I can do the opposite of that, which is a positive, right? X minus 5 over 2. But then what ends up happening on the right side is that positive 11 becomes a negative 11. Do you see that? You could just switch the signs, fine. That is good. Quentin, can you give me a tablet? A towel right there? What? Yeah. So then what do you do, Grayson? Then what do you do? Let me have the towel. Grayson, well, then what do you do? Oh, Maddie, how many laps did you run? You ran 10 laps? Did everybody run 10 laps? Oh, okay. Just with your nails. Bite into it. And then you just use your finger and to open it. Peel it off, yeah. See? Good? It's good? Yeah? It is juicy, huh? It's yummy, huh? Let's go. Okay, so then looking at this right here, what do you want to get rid of first? Yeah. Oh, it's opposite of that. No, what's opposite of that? What's the relationship? No, what's the relationship between the x and the 2? Added, subtracted, multiplied, divided? It's a papaya. I'll eat it this later. It's the papaya. Remember the one that you stepped on in Hawaii and you got it everywhere? Yeah. So what do we do? It's divided. Do you see the division bar? What's the opposite of that? Oh. So that this part cancels. You have x minus 5 equals negative 22. And now what do you do? Okay, so x minus 5 equals negative 22. What do you do? Negative 5. How do you get rid of that? Turn that into a positive 5. Yep, so x equals negative 17. Number 12. 2x plus 1 over 2 equals 3x. What is the first thing that you do? What number do you want to get rid of first? I want to get rid of 2. How do you get rid of it? Try multiplication. Yep. So let's do that. So then what ends up happening is that this part cancels, 2x plus 1 equals 6x.
Can I pack some lychee from?
Sure, let's finish this, please. We have a long day to go. What next? What's your next step?
The next step is, cross out the 1. Get rid of the 1.
No, there are 2 x's on both sides.
Oh, get rid of the 2x.
Yep. If there's 2x on both sides, you always get rid of the x that is going to be attached to a number. Well, not always. You can, but I mean, there's a lot of rules. But you see how the 2x is with the 1 right here? You want the numbers on one side, you want the variables on the other side. So clearly, since there's only one number here, you want to move the 2. You want to move that over this way. Pay attention, please. So then when this happens, this part cancels. You bring down the 1, you get 4x. When you divide it, what does x equal to?
4.
No. Do you see that? When you divide it by 4 on both sides, the 4 is on the underneath the 1. You gotta be careful with that. Copy it down, and then we will stop right here. I want to help you finish your science thing, okay?